students. This is teacher Ken. I would like to start by apologizing for this long pause. I was moving and taking care of some things, but we are back with our free English practice podcast. Welcome back. It's great for me to be here. Remember that this is available on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, etc. Just look me up on Google. You go ahead and find me there. Now, today's lesson is intermediate. So we're not going to have any Spanish. If you feel like this is a little bit too difficult to understand, you can go ahead and go back to the basic level. On that one, I will explain things in Spanish, but we will always practice in English. Now, today's lesson, which is starting lesson 12 on our grammar book, our English sentence structure book, has some interesting things that I am very happy to share with you. Let me go ahead and just show you the screen right away, because I know that this is something that you are going to enjoy. Now, as you guys can see over here, we're going to be practicing some actions that go with prepositions, or as it says on the page, prepositional expressions or particle expressions. And these are actions that when we have a pronoun, sometimes the pronoun goes before that expression, and sometimes it goes after. As the examples here say, which by the way, for the ones listening to the podcast, if you have the physical book, the English sentence structure book, please go to page 121, okay? Page 121 is going to be the page on the English sentence structure book, in case you have it in physical format. If you are using my PDF, which is available for free also in the podcast, you can go to page 134, okay? We are starting lesson 12, and we will look at actions like call on and call up. These are actions in which sometimes, in some cases, the pronoun him, her, them, you, those, right? They go before, or they go in between the verb or the action and the expression. So the examples here say, the teacher called on the students. He called on them. In this case, to call on means to ask someone for help. So the teacher called on the students means the teacher asked the students for help. Then we have call up. The action call up is just the same as the regular call action. It's just a little bit more emphatic. So the teacher called up the students. You say he called them up. It is not correct to say he called up them. Why? Because this is a particle expression, okay? I like to say because English says so, okay? It's something that in the language of itself, you just have to learn as you're going. Just a moment, guys. So, let's jump right into the information that we need. The ones that we have to separate are the ones we call particle expressions, okay? This is a little technical, so I don't like giving you too much of the technical stuff. On the same page, right here on notes, we have what we call common prepositions and common particles. What I think is most important for this lesson is that you remember the common particles, because those are the ones that we have to separate. Okay, I'm going to read these for you. You can go ahead and repeat after me. Okay, the common prepositions are on, at, to, from, or, of, into. And the common particles, the ones that we have to separate from the action when we are using a pronoun, okay, those are up, down, on, off, in, out, away, back, over. Okay, so again, we're going to remember that the particle expressions, again, up, down, on, off, in, out, away, back, over, and those similar, okay? We will have to separate from the action, okay? We're going to go ahead and practice with these illustrative examples, sorry. Again, same page. The ones on page 121 are the ones that we do not separate, okay? So when we are using the pronoun goes at the end, okay? So, for example, look at the book is look at it and not look it at, okay? Now, before we read these illustrative examples, I want to give you some, let's say, tips when it comes to more fluent pronunciation, okay? Whenever we have the letter T as in Tom between two vowels, it sounds like an R, okay? And also, the pronouns her, him, and them suffer a transformation in their pronunciation when we are speaking fluently. We will not pronounce the H in her or him, and we will not pronounce the TH in them. What I mean is that when we have look at the book with the pronoun, we don't say look at it. We do not separate every word. For it to sound fluent, we will say look at it, okay? So I will go ahead and say it and give you an opportunity to repeat after me. Look at the book. One more time all together. Look at the book. Look at it. One more time. Look at it. Okay? In the case of her, when we are speaking fluently, we just say So, talk to Mary is talk to her. Okay? So one more time. Talk to Mary. Talk to her. One more time. Talk to her. In American English, it's not necessary to say talk to her, like to emphasize that H is not necessary. The same is going to happen with him. Him becomes and them becomes okay? So listen to John. Again, listen to John. Listen to him. Again, listen to him. All right. Look for the pencils. Again, look for the pencils. Look for them. Again, look for them. Let's continue. Ask for the package. Repeat. Again, ask for the package. Ask for it. Again, ask for it. Wait for Mr. Miller. Again, wait for Mr. Miller. Wait for him. Again, wait for him. Think of his name. Think of his name. Think of it. Think of it. Okay. If you guys have any questions about pronunciation, please leave them in the comments or send me a message in WhatsApp. I am available over there too. Now, we're going to practice the particles. The particles are the ones that we have to separate. So we will do the same. I will go ahead and read them and give you time to repeat after me. And I will say each of the sides 2 times, twice. So, fill out the form. Again, fill out the form. Fill it out. Again, fill it out. Give back the papers. Give back the papers. Give them back. Again, give them back. Hand in the homework. Again, hand in the homework. Hand it in. Again, hand it in. Okay. Remember, we are practicing the fluency in the pronunciation, okay? Let's go with hand out the papers, okay? So, hand out the papers. Hand out the papers. Hand them out. Hand them out. Very good. Leave out the number. Leave out the number. Leave it out. Leave it out. Look over the lesson. Look over the lesson. Look it over. Look it over. Look up the new words. Again, look up the new words. Look them up. Look them up. Put away the books. Again, Put away the books. Put them away. Again, put them away. Now, let me just pause right there to explain something real quick, okay? Now, we have to pronounce the T between two vowels like an R. That's why we say put away and not put away, okay? Put away. And here we have two things. First of all, we don't pronounce this TH. It becomes, sorry, this TH. So we say And because this T is between two vowel sounds, you have to say put 'em. So let's repeat those two. Put away the books. Again, put away the books. Put 'em away. Again, put 'em away. Let's continue. Put on your shoes. Put on your shoes. Put 'em on. Again, put 'em on. Put out the cigarette. Again, put out the cigarette. Put it out. Put it out. Put up your hand. Put up your hand. Put it up. Again, put it up. Pick up the paper. Pick up the paper. Pick it up. Pick it up. Take off your glasses. Take off your glasses. Take them off. Again, take them off. Talk over the lesson. Again, talk over the lesson. Talk it over. Talk it over. Throw away the paper. Throw away the paper. Throw it away. Throw it away. Turn on the lights. Again, turn on the lights. Turn them on. Again, turn them on. Turn off the radio. Turn off the radio. Turn it off. Turn it off. Wake up, Mr. Smith. Wake up, Mr. Smith. Wake him up. Wake him up. Write down the answer. Write down the answer. Write it down. Write it down. Okay, guys, so I know that this is not very easy to remember, okay? There are a lot of different actions, and some of them you have to separate, and the others you don't have to separate. I understand it's hard to remember which is which, okay? But I actually want to give you a practice with the other book that we have, okay? If it's online, if you are checking the PDF online, it's only one document. But in its physical form, it's actually separated into two books. The first one is English Sentence Structure, which is the one that we're using right now. And the second one is English Sentence Practices. This second book coincides with the first one in regards of grammar, but it's not for conversational practice like the exercises in English sentence structure. It's for written practice. So in case you guys are interested, again, it's available completely for free in the podcast. But for this grammar, I actually prefer to practice on that other book. So on that other book, if you have it in physical form, it's going to be on page 171, okay? 171 of the English Sentence Practices book, okay? If you are using the PDF, you should go to page 497. So 497. And here we have lesson 12 in English sentence practices. We have an exercise here, and it's going to let us practice both of the, let's say, situations. So it's going to tell us which one to use, and then we're going to use it either before or after the expression, okay? It's usually made in written form, but for today's practice, we are going to do it in conversation, in spoken form. I want you guys to just go ahead and repeat after me. First, we're going to say it just the verb and the expression. And after that, we're going to include the pronoun in the correct place. So if you look at the book, it has 3 columns. The first one has it. The second one has you, and the third one has us. We're going to use that pronoun in the corresponding column. And we have to think if it goes before or after the expression. Number 1, and again, I will say it twice. Once, just the verb, and second, with the pronoun. Go ahead and repeat after me. Ask for. Ask for it. Hand in. Hand it in. Put on. Put it on. Take off. Take it off. Listen to. Listen to it. Now, on the second column, we are using you. Speak to. Speak to you. Wake up. Wake you up. Think of. Think of you. Wait for. Wait for you. Call on. Call on you. And on the third column, we have us. Talk to. Talk to us. Pick up. Pick us up. Wait for. Wait for us. Listen to. Listen to us. Look for. Look for us. So, again, I know that this is not a simple exercise. If you don't remember, you have two options. This book has the answers at the end. So if you want, you can go all the way to the far end and you start looking for the responses. Let's see. And you go to lesson 12. Let's see if I can find it. Lesson 18, 14, 13 and 14. Let's see, lesson 12. So let's see, lesson 12, exercise 1. And here we have all the answers. That is page 380 on the Physical English Sentence Practices book. And it's page 706 on the PDF available for free. If you don't want to check it here, you can go all the way up. Okay, you can go back to the lesson that we were seeing initially. That would be on page 121 on the book, 134 on the PDF. You can check it right here on the illustrative examples. If you are in the exercise and it says look at, you come here and you see that look at uses it. But if it's using, for example, fill out is here. So we say fill it out. Just a moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Now, again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and send me a message, or you can watch this video, listen to this episode as many times as you need, okay? English is easy. You just need to practice, all right? Now, see you next class. Thank you very much, guys.